Ever thought about creating your own gadgets at home? Imagine the thrill of shaping technology with your own hands, the satisfaction of making something useful from scratch. Crafting your own gadgets is not only cost-effective, but also allows you to customize each piece to your liking. Beyond that, it's an opportunity to learn, to understand the fascinating mechanics behind everyday technology, so why not embrace the maker within you? Stay tuned as we delve into the process of creating some amazing DIY gadgets. First on our list is the DIY flashlight, simple yet incredibly useful. Let's start by gathering our materials. You'll need a small bulb, a battery, some wire, a switch, and a small plastic tube. You can find these materials at any local hardware store. Remember, safety first. Use a wire cutter and insulator to handle the wires and always work in a well-lit, open space. Now let's get down to building this flashlight. Start by cutting a piece of wire long enough to reach from the battery to the bulb. Strip the ends of the wire and attach one end to the positive terminal of the battery and the other end to the bottom of the bulb. This is your basic circuit. Next, cut a second piece of wire and attach one end to the negative terminal of the battery. The other end will be attached to the switch. Now, cut a third piece of wire and connect one end to the other terminal of the switch and the other end to the side of the bulb. This completes your circuit, but the switch will allow you to control the flow of electricity, turning your flashlight on and off. Now let's assemble everything into the plastic tube. Put the bulb at one end and the battery at the other. Fit the switch in a convenient place where you can easily reach it with your thumb. You may need to use some tape or glue to secure everything in place. Remember, it's crucial to ensure that your connections are secure and that the wires are not touching each other. This could cause a short circuit, which could be dangerous. Always double-check your work. Finally, test your flashlight. If everything is connected correctly, the bulb should light up when you flip the switch. If it doesn't, go back and check your connections. There you have it, folks. A simple, yet incredibly useful, DIY flashlight. You've just created a handy tool that can light your way in the dark, using just a few basic materials and a bit of ingenuity. Voila! You now have your very own DIY flashlight. Scene script. Next up, a DIY solar charger. A handy tool for the eco-conscious techies out there. Imagine harnessing the power of the sun to charge your devices. Pretty cool, right? That's exactly what we're going to do. The first thing you'll need is a small solar panel. You can easily find one online or at a local electronics store. This is the heart of your charger, converting sunlight into electricity. But the panel alone won't do the trick. You'll also need a female USB connector, some wires, and a diode. The USB connector is where you'll plug in your devices. The diode, a small but mighty component, ensures that the electricity flows in one direction, from the solar panel to your device. Now let's get to assembling. Start by soldering the wires to the solar panel. Attach the red wire to the positive terminal and the black wire to the negative. Make sure the connections are secure. You wouldn't want your solar charger to come apart on a sunny day. Next, solder the other ends of the wires to the diode. Remember, the diode is crucial for preventing backflow of electricity. The stripe on the diode should face towards the USB connector. Now, connect the diode to the USB connector. Red wire to the positive, black to the negative. Before you go ahead and test your new gadget, let's add some finishing touches. A small plastic case can protect your solar charger from the elements. Make sure it's something sturdy but light. You can even customize it with some paint or stickers. After all, it's not just about function. DIY is also about personal style. And now, for the moment of truth. Take your solar charger outside and let it bask in the sunlight. Plug in your device and voila! You're charging with the power of the sun. Remember, this charger relies on sunlight. It won't work as well on cloudy days or indoors. But when the sun is shining, it's a perfect, eco-friendly solution. And there you have it, your very own solar-powered charger. Now let's move on to something a little more fun. A DIY speaker. Imagine having the ability to create your own speaker, a device that amplifies your favorite tunes. Well, it's not as complicated as it sounds. So let's dive into the nitty-gritty of how you can construct your very own speaker. First, let's talk about the components required. You'll need a magnet, some copper wire, a stereo jack, a piece of paper, and a plastic cup. Now don't fret if these items sound a bit out of your comfort zone. They're actually more commonplace than you think, and can easily be found in your local hardware store or even lying around your house. Moving on to the assembly procedure, start by wrapping the copper wire around the magnet. Make sure to leave a small section of the wire free for the connection to the stereo jack. The magnet and the wire will form the voice coil of your speaker, which is the heart of the device. Next, attach the stereo jack to the free section of the wire. This will allow you to connect your speaker to your music device. Once that's done, place the magnet and wire assembly onto a piece of paper and secure it with some tape. The paper will act as the diaphragm of your speaker, helping to amplify the sound. Now cut a hole in the plastic cup and insert the paper assembly into it. The cup serves as the casing for your speaker, providing the necessary volume for sound amplification. Secure everything in place and voila, you've got yourself a DIY speaker. Lastly, the testing process. Plug the stereo jack into your music device, hit play, and get ready to be amazed. You've just brought to life a speaker that you've built from scratch. Adjust the volume and enjoy the product of your hard work. So there you go, your personal DIY speaker to enjoy your favorite tunes. Finally, we have a DIY alarm system, a perfect project for those seeking some home security. We'll start with the materials you'll need. These include a breadboard, a buzzer, a PIR motion sensor, some jumper wires, and an Arduino Uno board. All these items can be easily sourced from your local electronics store or online. Now let's dive into the construction process. First, we need to connect the components on the breadboard. Start by placing the PIR motion sensor and the buzzer onto the breadboard. Then, using the jumper wires, connect the PIR motion sensor's VCC pin to the 5V pin on the Arduino, the GND pin to any GND pin on the Arduino, and the out pin to the digital pin 2. Next, connect the positive leg of the buzzer to digital pin 3 and the negative leg to the adjacent GND pin. Once everything is connected, it's time to upload the code to the Arduino. The code will essentially tell the Arduino to activate the buzzer when the PIR sensor detects motion. There are plenty of open-source codes available online that you can use. After uploading the code, your DIY alarm system is ready for testing. To set up your alarm at home, decide on a strategic location where you want to detect movement. This could be near a doorway, window, or any area you want to monitor. Once you've chosen the location, place the system there, making sure the PIR sensor is directed towards the area you want to cover. Remember, the PIR sensor can detect motion up to a distance of about 20 feet, so place it accordingly. And that's it, you've built your very own DIY alarm system. It's a simple, cost-effective way to add an extra layer of security to your home. Plus, there's a certain satisfaction in knowing you've made it yourself. Congratulations, you've just created your own home security system. So, there you have it. 4 DIY gadgets you can easily make at home. We've journeyed together through the creation of a flashlight, a solar charger, a speaker, and an alarm system. Each of these gadgets, while simple in design and execution, offers practical, everyday solutions. Our flashlight, a beacon in the dark, powered by nothing more than a few household items. A testament to human ingenuity and resilience. The solar charger, harnessing the power of the sun to keep our devices alive. It's a nod to sustainable living and the potential of renewable energy. Then we have our DIY speaker, transforming ordinary objects into a source of entertainment, bringing music and sounds to life. And finally, the alarm system, a guard dog of sorts, ensuring our homes and properties are safe. Creating these gadgets isn't just about the end product, it's about the process, the learning, and the satisfaction of seeing something you've made yourself come to life. It's about proving to yourself that you can create, innovate, and problem solve. It's about the empowerment and confidence that comes with self-reliance. The beauty of DIY is that it's not confined to these 4 gadgets. There's a whole world out there of things to create, modify, and improve. It's a canvas waiting for your brush strokes. Remember, the world of DIY is only limited by your imagination. Happy creating.